Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I actually got some feedback on my other crash video about Tiny possibly being added in at the last second. Remember, if you haven't seen the video, I pretty much said that all of the minions in Crash of the Titans correlated to their bosses, and that the koalas didn't have a koala boss. So I figured Koala Kong was originally meant to be in Crash of the Titans because Koala Kong didn't really even doesn't to like this day he doesn't really have a personality. So if Radical Entertainment wanted to make him into a Mike Tyson character, it would have been an easy sell because, like I said, he doesn't really have a character. He just grunts in all of his appearances. I think he's only spoke once, and that was in the Grand Prix intro video. Because then, even then, when he races, he doesn't speak. But anyway, I got feedback on that video, and someone told me that Tiny was actually always supposed to be the Bengal Tiger, and it was a Mojo mutation that made him that way. He was supposed to be a hybrid animal like Scorporella or Shelliphant. Tiny was going to be a hybrid of a Tasmanian tiger and a Bengal tiger. So I looked for the interview. I couldn't find the interview, but I went to TV Tropes, and I'll post that in the description. But let me read it to you and what it says. It says, "What could have been, according to an interview with Kirsten Forbes of Radical Entertainment, the game was going to go into greater detail about the entity of Mojo and use it to explain some of the changes in the characters' designs." Kirsten says, "After years and as many developers, the world of Crash has had many characters with different styles. We wanted a unified and modern style for the main character cast. A long time ago, in '07, punk was very strong among the new generation of kids. The Crash universe needed a change of destination. However, these changes weren't just due to the commercialization of the game. Tiny was one of the first Cortex experiments with Mojo. This experiment turned Tiny into a smarter mutant with a different look. The tribal tattoo in Crash's arms are the result of contact between our hero and Mojo. This information was supposed to be present in the game, but due to the short time available, these scenes are not in the original game." So that being said, apparently Tiny is smarter in this, and he looks different. So, with the other Mojo mutation characters, like I mentioned earlier, you've got Shelliphant, which is a combination of two animals. And then you've got Scorporilla, combination of two animals. Like a good bit of the Titans are fusions of two different kinds of animals. So with that interview, it kind of pretty much states that Tiny is an experiment with Mojo, and the reason he looks the way he does now is because of the Mojo. So it wasn't last minute. They just didn't get enough time to expand upon it. Having said all of that, Tiny is set to appear in Crash on the Run, which is the furthest in the timeline. We've seen the Doominator, like I said in past videos, and if you haven't seen my videos, the Doominator is present in Crash on the Run, meaning this takes place after Crash of the Titans and Crash Mind Over Mutant, and Tiny is back to his original Tasmanian self, based off these pictures. He hasn't, as far as I'm aware, he isn't out yet, but he's going to be out soon. So does that mean that we're just going to pretend he wasn't that? Are they going to explain that the Mojo mutation wore off and he regressed back to his original form? I don't know how they're going to handle this. Based off the game and them actually caring about the lore and Crash on the Run, I'd be very surprised if they just pretend it all didn't happen. The other thing that I wanted to mention was they explained how the Mojo and the tribal tattoos were supposed to go together. And I remember seeing a sketch years ago of Aku Aku, not, I guess infusing would be the right word, infusing Mojo into Crash, and his gloves burn off and the tattoos appear on his arms. So I guess I never thought it was real. I thought that it was just some fan drawing, but now that I've read that interview, who knows, maybe it was real. But anyway, that's my video. I'm gonna try not to make another Tiny the Tiger video. What's that? 4 in a month? But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching and subscribing and commenting and all that good stuff. And tell me, which Tiny was your favorite Tiny? Bengal Tiny, Tasmanian Tiny, the goofy looking one from Boom Bang. Then we got the mobile one from Crash of the Titans, where he doesn't look like any other version of Tiny. You take care and have a great night. We'll see you in the next one.